Hello and welcome back to Yakuza 0. So last episode we met a person called what was his name again? Idazuka, and that was pretty much involved a sub story which pretty much gave us a new save point. It was a guy with a phone bag, and we did stuff for him. We gave him a new battery for his phone. Gave him medicine, and then he gave us the the save point. So what we are going to be doing another we are going to be doing another sub story. But hold on, 1 second, I'll just fight them. Right, so where was I? Oh yeah, we're gonna do another sub story today, this episode. So as you can see, there's a man being hassled over here. So let us walk by and get it started. Get real, you leech. What's all this? What's all this then? Screw your little sales tax. You want us to pay a tax every time we buy something? You bloodsuckers. You'll bleed the whole country dry. I understand your anger is justified, but it's necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people. Get stuff. You're gonna pay sales tax on the fancy suit that you're wearing? You damn bureaucrat. This tax is only made to keep the common people down. Yeah, you vulture. That younger guy is sure taking some heat over some kind of tax issue. Guess it's my lucky day to run into the son of a boop bureaucrat trying to spring the sales tax on us. All alone in the back alley, no less. I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you we're not happy. Yeah, why don't we give you a little taste of public opinion, then you'll know what oppression feels like. Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do this. Uh-oh. This pot's about to boil over. So yes, as you can probably tell, he's a politician. So let's go save him, since he's only young. Please calm down. Shut it, butthole. Hey, fellas, let's tone it down. No sense ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, eh? What? You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? It's the pencil pushing dickwad that came up with the sales tax. Sales tax? What? Don't you watch the news? It's a new tax they're going to start charging next year. Every time you buy something, they're going to charge you 3% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous? What? That is some bullcrap. And this guy's the douchebag that's highway robbery. Ah! Whoa, I almost lost it for a second there. Listen guys, I totally understand why it'd piss you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't going to make the sales tax go away, is it? Who gives a crap? The government needs to know what the people think of their crap policies. In a way, they'll understand. Direct action. Yeah, power to the people. If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You want to stick up for this mosquito? Then we'll show you the power of the masses too. So what you're really after is blowing off steam? Sure. See how far that gets you with me. Prepare for the revolution, butthole. Well, I don't know how I feel about this. These are just common people, but they did want to rumble, so let us give it to them. Oh, the bat is so good. It's so strong. It's actually really good for crowd control as well, which is really good. And there we go. I've just realised I haven't got that much health left as well. We've got to sort that out. I'm sorry, I was out of line. It won't happen again. Public outrage sure fizzles fast.
あの
Thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm Tayo Matsuzatu. Tayo as in the sun. If I may, can I buy you a drink as thanks? That's a good name. I'm Majime. No need for any thanks though. Oh no, I absolutely insist. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you though. You some kind of political big shot? Well, I don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I am in position to help steer the country. I came to Sotenbury for a conference on taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to face the public about it. You're driving a tank called the government. Even if you're careful, people are gonna be peeved when you steamroll them. But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You got to take some pride in that. Do you think so? I knew people would be unhappy with the new tax, but only on a logical level. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well, it was daunting. If they found out that the sales tax is only the tip of the iceberg, and that there are more taxes on the way, I hate to think how the people will react. What? More taxes on top of the sales tax? Oh, this guy's an absolute scumbag. Really? More taxes on top of taxes? Really? Right. Right. Nothing set in stone yet, but we're considering many more effective ways of generating revenue streams. In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of those proposals. That's so. Well, I guess with everyone making such good money these days, you can't fault the government for wanting to get their hands in the pie. Bloody government trying to take everyone's money. Yes, but as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider public opinion. I wonder... Governments considering public opinion. That's a good one. I wonder if I can really come up with a tax policy that everyone could live with. Good luck at that. Even if you're throwing cash into the fireplace, nobody wants the government to hold out its hand. Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found the right balance, and I'm a little lost at the moment. Well, I can't say I understand the lick of what you're trying to do, but take care of the country for us, alright? Wait, Mazuma-san, can you help me just once more? Huh? You got another mob waiting to string you up?
Yeah.
Oh no, not that. I want to get your views on taxation. What? I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. That's why you're perfect. You see, I just had this idea. Perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. You think? Please, Majima-san. It's no exaggeration. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders. Will you please give me advice on taxation policy? Fine. I guess we will. The prize for this sub story isn't that worthwhile? But it gives us a crafting item for weapons, so it's worth getting it. I mean, you can get a guaranteed item off the what was it called? Dragon and Tiger, the Dragon and Tiger restaurant. So there is that, but we will be getting one here right now because it's just easy to do. Okay, you win. Let's talk some taxes. Thank you. Your insight will be invaluable. But this is hardly the place for it. Can we go somewhere more appropriate? Sure, lead the way. So now, you have to get ready to answer the few questions. You have to get them right as well. Now you better keep in mind, I don't know the first thing about tax policy. Don't expect much from me. No, that's exactly why I asked you. I know you'll have some unique insights, not bound by typical convention. So you're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine? Well, let's just make sure you're not completely in the dark with a basic question. Sure. Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from the people? It's to provide public services. It's for providing public services, right? Ah, yes, that's exactly right. I'm sorry for asking such a basic question. Just as you said, Majima-san, taxes are collected mainly for providing public services. Education, medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid for by taxes. They pay for services that people need to survive. Yeah, we gotta build roads and bridges and keep them in working order, right? But there's more to it than that. Exactly. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth. But we don't need to go into that much detail. Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know. Oh, but aren't you interested in where your money goes? It's always good to know more about taxes. Yeah, I'm getting a proper schooling here. Okay, let's shift to the main theme. Majima-san, if you were in position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Tobacco. Tax tobacco because, well, a lot of people smoke, and it would disencourage people to smoke more. If you tax it. Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Since the government's monopoly on tobacco products ended 3 years ago, there actually has been a small tax on tobacco products. Yeah, I smoke myself, so I don't really want to pay a tax on them, but I suppose they're non-essential. And if you're going to jack up taxes, it's the non-essential stuff that you start with. People might even be more likely to understand the tax on smokes, right? I see. A tobacco tax. Yeah. A pack's around 200 yen now. People will bitch and moan, but I think they'd still fork over 300 yen. I see. Interesting. At the 400 mark, though, I think I'd have a long, hard think about each pack being worth it. Yes, I think at the point I consider cutting back on my intake too. I'm at about 500 yen a pack. I'd probably quit cold turkey. You'd quit at 500, but if we raised it incrementally... He started muttering all of a sudden. What else do you think would have potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential. Tax tied to everyday living here. Pretty shrewd. Just tax the air, tax the oxygen. That'll go great. That'll go be excellent idea. No, but the answer is actually gasoline. How about jacking up the tax on gasoline? Ah, a gasoline tax. Why not? People with cars are obviously living it up here. Why not skim a little more off the top? The price of gas is dependent on the cost of petroleum, so people have experienced price hikes before. They should be used to price creep. Actually, there's also a provisional tariff on gas tax. Yes, there's certainly room to raise taxes without too much notice. He's kind of shifty. He's trying to do it very sneakily. Why all the muttering? You're not feeling that one either? Oh no, far from it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I would definitely follow up on it. Oh, good to hear. Majima-san, anything else? Do you have anything else to say on the matter of taxation? Anything else about taxation? Oh yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about the sales tax these goofballs were all riled up about. Yes? So next year, we're going to start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right? Yes, that's how it works. Well, why stop at 3%? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't you get more if you bumped it up? That would be impossible. Majima said, you saw what happened. Just 3% tax caused so much outrage. People wanted to tear me apart. To charge more would probably end in open revolt. Yeah. No, Tayo-chan, you ain't thinking. People are peeved because you sprang a new thing on them, and you had to turtle up. You gotta think about the long game. The long game? Familiarity is a scary thing, my friend. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they'll move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws. Every time you hike it up a little, you'll get some more blubbering, but they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you're introduced to tax. Wanna know why? Because they'll be used to getting screwed. It's something they've already accepted gets a little worse. It's just the facts of life doing what they do. Wow, that's actually kind of depressing, Majima. So if you want to pull in the cash, you got to have a plan to really amp up the sales tax. Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps. And I think you're terrifying, actually. Are you even of this earth? You really want to know? No, not really. Then if the sales tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go? How high should it go? You're starting at 3%, right? Let me see here. Capitalism. No, it's actually 8%. It's around 8%. I see, 8%. Actually, that's a good number. It's neither too close, nor too far from the double digit 10% threshold. There'll be dissent among the people, but I imagine it could actually be workable. Yeah, but an 8% sales tax will bump a 100 yen thing to 108. That sure hurt my enthusiasm for buying pricey stuff. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, waited a little longer and then hiked it up to the proposed 8%, then eventually we'd... Enough of the mutton under your breath, Tayo-chan. Oh, sorry. I was lost in my thoughts. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas. Yeah, glad I was useful. Useful doesn't begin to describe it. Please, take this. It's just a token of my thanks. You got some primeval stone! So yeah, that is a crafting item, I believe. Okay, I better get going. I need to get back to the hotel and prepare my presentation for a tax conference tomorrow. Attaboy. Do your country proud, you hear?
Hi.
Will do. Will do, Majima-san. I'll be sure to work in your advice. See ya. Woo. Never figured I'd be in a position to give a guy in the business of running our country advice. Tayo-chan need to get a handle on how to go about jacking up taxes too. Good for him. Wait, jacking up taxes? Did I just... If taxes go up, is it my fault? Nah, no way. Oh. So yes, we inevitably raised up the taxes in Japan, and it is our fault. Ah, what a day this has been, Majima. Right, so we are going to be moving on to the next sub story. Oh, excuse me. I will be saving now, and we will carry on in the next episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, comment if you want to see me play any other games or any improvements that can be made to the channel. I know today was a bit all over the place because I'm a little bit tired, but we are going to be doing another episode. So again, subscribe, comment, and like, and I will see you in the next one.